Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Chase Hooper versus Jim Miller. Chase Hooper 15-3-1, 4-1 his last 5 fights. It was finished by Steve Garcia 2.5 years ago. Minus 700 favorite at 25 years old, 6'1" with a 74-inch reach. Fighting Jim Miller, who's 38 wins, 18 losses, 3-2 in his last 5 fights. 5 fights ago, lost the decision to Alexander Hernandez, beat Jesse Butler, beat Gabriel Benitez, submission, rear naked choke, lost to Keen Green, and then beat Damon Jackson by guillotine, which was a great finish, great guillotine by Jim Miller 4 months ago. Plus 500 underdog at 41 years old, 5'8" with a 71-inch reach. What is that? 3, 4, 5 inches in height for Hooper, with a 3-inch reach advantage also for Hooper. The thing that's interesting about this is, if you look at it, this to me was crazy. So he has 28. Jim Miller has 28 finishes. He's been finished 5 times, but he's also lost 18 times. That's incredible. Now, he has 19 finishes in the UFC. He's been finished 5 times in the UFC, clearly. 3 by submission, 2 by TKO or KO. But he also has 13 submissions and also 6 TKOs in the UFC. He has, 16 first round submissions. He has 8 second round submissions and 4 third round finishes. That's crazy. He's 27-17-0-1 in the UFC. That's nuts. That's just crazy to me. The production he's been able to do is so crazy. I can't get over that. When he's fought like Roosevelt Roberts, got an armbar early. Vince Pichel, I thought he looked really good. I believe he looked really good in the first round. Lost in that last 2 rounds. Same thing with Scott Holtzman. Looked good early. Faded towards the end. Destroyed Gonzalez, beat up Nicholas Moto, which was crazy. Finished my favorite fighter of all time, Cowboy. Hernandez did very well in getting certain positions and keeping those positions and winning the fight. Jesse Butler, he beat Benitez, obviously. King Green was able to use his distracting movement with his good striking at angles and was able to beat Jim Miller, and then beats Damon Jackson. The thing with Chase Hooper, like I said, he's 15-3, 7-3 in the UFC, 6 finishes in the UFC. Obviously, been finished the 1 time, 12 finishes in his career, 6 first round finishes for Chase Hooper. Here's the thing: Clay Guida, good offensive wrestler, not great. He's been submitted a ton in his career. Borishev, striker. Hooper outstruck the striker. Sterling, he lost by split decision in a grappling match, which is very, very impressive. Submitted Jordan Levitt, which is crazy. The problem is, Jim Miller. If they're in a stand-up war, I like Jim's combinations. I like his leg kicks. I like his power as of late. The problem I think it can be is if it gets to the ground, I think Jim's going to be all right until they start to scramble. I think Chase Hooper has the ability to be scrambling with Jim because Jim's a little older, obviously. I like the pressure that he can bring, but I also don't like the reaction he might get himself into with a guy like Chase Hooper, who's going to be much longer than him, and on the ground that matters a little bit more than it does on the feet. I like Chase Hooper in this. I think he's going to get certain positions. I think he's going to get scary positions at times. I think Jim may survive it. I like Chase Hooper in this fight to win. I'm rooting for Jim. I hope Jim wins, but I think Chase Hooper gets the job done. And as always, guys, subscribe, like, comment, let me know who you're picking. Peace.